Hey, what's up guys? I've been learning a lot lately and I wanted to come on here and share with you guys some tips, techniques, tools, and thoughts that I've kind of had while practicing this technique, and kind of the hope being that you guys don't make the same mistakes that I made when I was first starting. So my very first tip is when you're practicing this technique, you want to make sure that when you're inhaling fully in and then you're letting that exhale go, it's kind of like a fluid motion. When I first started, I kind of had this start-stop thing going on where I would inhale, stop, exhale, stop, inhale, stop. And that was kind of messing up my practice. And I've learned over time that you should go straight from the inhale to the exhale, back into the inhale, and kind of have this fluid thing going on. So I think the best way to explain this is to not, and just kind of demonstrate it. So hopefully that kind of gives you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm trying not to think about anything. Did I inhale too much or did I exhale not enough? I'm kind of just going with the flow, and I'm trying to inhale fully in, let the exhale go, and kind of whatever happens, happens, and I'm just going with it. Which kind of brings me to tip number 2, which is to not use force. And there's many different areas of this technique that you could apply this to, but pretty much the general theme is whatever naturally happens, you want to kind of just let it happen. And when you use force, you're kind of getting in your own way. And an example out of my own practice was I kind of have this competitive mindset. So once I started getting these times where I'm holding my breath longer and longer, I wanted to beat my record. So if I held my breath for 2 minutes, then I would be holding my breath as long as I could with my timer in my hand, and I'd be trying to beat my record. And I was just getting in my own way. The truth is that if you're doing this, you should be doing it for the benefits of your mind and of your body. And being able to hold your breath longer is kind of just a cool bonus. So now I don't even look at my clock anymore. I'm very focused on the task at hand. I close my eyes, I lay down, and at the very end, I'll stop the clock, and that's when I look. So I would just suggest kind of avoiding using force. Number 3 is probably the coolest, and that is to flex on that 10 to 15 second hold. So after you're holding your breath with no oxygen in the lungs for as long as you can, you inhale and then you hold for that 10 to 15 seconds. And if this sounds confusing at all to you, then I suggest checking out my Wim Hof Method or Wim Hof breathing technique how-to guide, where I take you through this process and I show you exactly how it's performed. This is kind of for tips after you've done the technique. So on that 10 to 15 second hold, you can flex, and I suggest like everything, like biceps, chest, tuck the neck in, diaphragm, squeeze my butt cheeks, everything possible. And I wish I could explain physiologically what's happening here, but all I really know is that it feels awesome. So if anyone does know what's happening, please let me know in the comments section down below. I've had points where it kind of feels like I'm kind of moving energy is what it feels like. And I've only felt this a couple times, but that is kind of what I would say, but I'm sure there's more going on. So please let me know. Number 4. Number 4 is a question I've been getting a lot, which is when is the best time to practice? And the short answer is whenever you want, but the slightly longer answer is there's kind of 2 times that I think about. And one is right before physical activity. So whether you're going for a run, working out, or playing some type of sport, this is going to give your body lungs are going to be able to hold more oxygen than they previously were. So essentially your cardiovascular system is going to be stronger. So this is just great for that. It's kind of like if you had this much oxygen and this was your max, now your max is here. So it's a great time to do physical activity. And the second time that comes to mind is right away when you first wake up. So when you're sleeping, you're inactive, so you don't need oxygen. You don't need as much oxygen. You still need some. So when you wake up, you're very depleted. So this is a great way not only to energize the mind, energize the body, but you're kind of filling up the oxygen tank before you go and start your day. Number 5 is to be safe. I haven't heard too many, bad stories or anything, but the truth is when you're practicing this technique, you can get lightheaded. And when you're getting very lightheaded, that possibility exists for blacking out. So you just want to be safe and use common sense. Use a pillow, use a mat. Just make sure you're kind of in a soft area, soft surface. Don't just jump into the water and start performing this technique by yourself. Use common sense. And, maybe performing it near a brick-tiled fireplace isn't the best idea, but you get the idea. Be safe. Number 6 is be consistent. So, I know we all have different kind of time constraints in life, but the truth is that this technique doesn't take that much time out of your day, and if you've started, if you've been playing around with it, which I assume you have if you're watching this video, then I'm sure you've seen some type of benefit, some type of result, whether that's holding your breath longer, whether that's feeling more awake, whether that's kind of just feeling happier throughout the day. So, like anything, all good things take time, so be consistent. Number 7 is to share. Part of the fun of kind of discovering and playing around with all these different tools, techniques, and thought ideas is that I get to come on here and share them with you guys. And I have a pretty simple rule in life, which is if it's helped me, then it can help somebody else. And that's why I'm here on YouTube. So if you receive some type of benefit or help from this, then share it with other people. That's it, guys. I just want to say thanks. I just recently got over 100 subscribers on this channel, which is incredible. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, just please let me know. I'll get to them as soon as possible. And thanks for watching. Peace.